Eligible to file for adjustment of status? Congratulations. Just don't mess it up. One little mistake can leave your case stuck in limbo. Hi, I'm attorney Jennifer Bennett, and today we're talking about the biggest mistakes people make in the adjustment of status process. If you want a green card without delays, pay attention. Mistake number 1, filing before you're even eligible. Not everyone in the U.S. qualifies for adjustment of status. I know priority dates sound really confusing. They are confusing. That's why it's important to hire an immigration attorney to help you understand when to file. We always check the visa bulletin before we file a case to make sure that we're not filing at the wrong time. The last thing we want is for you to waste money and your case to be rejected. Mistake number 2 is forgetting to include the I-864 affidavit of support when it's required. For example, if you're applying based on marriage and your wife petitioned for you, then your wife has to file the 864 affidavit of support. If your wife doesn't earn enough money, you might even need an additional 864 affidavit of support from a joint sponsor. That sounds confusing, I understand, but the bottom line is if you don't file an I-864 and it doesn't meet the requirements, your case can be denied. We carefully review our clients' applications to make sure that the sponsor qualifies and the income is sufficient. If your sponsor does not qualify to sponsor you, then we're going to advise you to obtain a joint sponsor before we waste your time and file the case with immigration. The amount of money required for sponsorship depends on how many people are in the household. Let's say it's just you and your spouse, but your spouse only makes $15,000 a year. That's not going to qualify and the application would be denied. You're going to need a joint sponsor in that case. And we might suggest that you ask your parent or your brother or your sister-in-law to sponsor you, in addition to your spouse, of course. Mistake number 3, failing to submit your case with your medical exam. You must obtain a medical exam from a qualified USCIS civil surgeon, and your doctor must provide you the completed medical in a sealed envelope. My office will then submit it for you to immigration. This means you can't just walk into any doctor's office and ask them to do your immigration medical. You can only go to one of the doctors approved by immigration. I've seen a lot of cases in which clients have went to a doctor that either wasn't on the civil surgeon list or wasn't qualified, or who wasn't familiar and filled out the medical form improperly. My tip, do the medical exam right away. As of recently, the law and policy changed, and you must submit the medical with your AOS application at the onset. Mistake number 4, and this is a big one, traveling without advance parole. If you leave the U.S. without getting your advance parole travel permit first, your application is going to be deemed automatically abandoned. You're not going to be in status, and you're going to have to start from scratch all over again. You're going to lose your fees and your place in line. What you want to do is make sure that you wait until you have your actual travel permit in hand before you make travel plans. So that trip to Greece for vacation can wait. Mistake number 5, not taking the time to prepare for your interview. Not every case gets called for interview, but many do. And if USCIS calls you in for interview, you have to be ready. Inconsistencies about your relationship or failure to bring the proper documents to the interview is likely to result in delay and or denial of your case. So what you really want to do is make sure that you prepare for the interview in advance and you know which key documents you must bring with you. I've helped hundreds of applicants prepare for an interview at the immigration office, and here's the one thing I always tell them. I always tell my clients to come prepared, and if you hire my office to help you, we will help you prepare. Adjustment of status is a great opportunity for many people to get a green card without leaving the U.S. But again, one mistake can result in denial. If you want to make sure that you qualify and your case is solid, book a consultation and I'll be happy to help you. I'm Jennifer Bennett and I'm an immigration attorney helping immigrants one visa at a time.